What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Terrence Gibson here in the beginning. This is the beginning and the beginning of my recompense. Actually, the business is called Recompense, but we put my recompense because somebody already had the name. So that's why you'll see my recompense. But the business is called Recompense, a reward for your effort and loss. It's in the Bible numerous times. Just Google it and just see what the word means to you. You know what I'm saying? That would make it make more sense when it's time for you to join a company. Google it and see what the word means to you. I'm trying to tell you, it's awesome. It's it's perfect for the name for a business because it rewards you for your efforts. What efforts do we want you to make? Tell two people. Just everybody tell. If everybody tells two people, this will go on forever and ever, never, never. Because if everybody's telling two people, it's going to reach the end of the earth. I mean, I know there's no company that everybody's in, but shoot, cell phones made it to almost everybody. Just because most of it was word of mouth. You think about it. Facebook was word of mouth. I mean, so many of these Amazon word of mouth. A lot of these places they didn't even advertise in the beginning. It was people telling people. So if people tell people on how to do things, we can get to the ends of the earth. And if hundreds of thousands of people join this, a lot of people are going to have a whole bunch of success. Whole bunch of success. I can't even imagine. It's just it blows my mind when I think about it. Because we can cycle like crazy just for like 10,000 people. So if you get to 100,000 people, that's 10 times more than what you would have had before. So it's just crazy when you think of the numbers. Oh, so what we're going to do today, we just did a video on the whiteboard draw and everything. So now we're going to use a spreadsheet to go over how the matrix grows. Just want people to get it so they can see it and have it and know how this works, right? So I figure we'll start 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we'll do. It's never going to be even. That's what I was trying to figure out how to do it on here. Cause let's see. All right, let's do it like this. We'll start. So first, of course, is going to be you. You'll be number one when you first come through. And then, of course, I don't need these numbers to be that big. Let's make it back to 14. That's good. So that'd be you. That's the top of the matrix. And then you have the first person come on this side and your first person come on this side. It's going to be a little uneven, but it's going to make sense, right? So you got that person, this person. So this is your pay line. So matter of fact, I'm just going to start. I'm just going to put 50. So this is the $50 board. 50, 50, and 50, right? So it's the $50. I always give you 50s because you got to pay. Well, 50 goes in, $10 is for whoever invited you, and then $5 is for the admin fee, right? So let's make all this make this back to 12. Might even be better. All right, so you should be able to see these 50s. So let's just look at this 50 as being in the middle. So you got your 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. All right, so you pay to come in, right? So when you get to this line, this one right here, and I believe I can write on this thing. Let me see real quick. Hold on one second. Annotate. Draw. All right. So once you get to this line, this one goes to you. That goes back to you. That's your first 50 for your first pay line, right? The second and third, this goes to the $100 board. So these two bring you over here now, right? And this one brings you back in. So this one brings you to here. And these two bring you over to the $100 line. I'm gonna start like over here because that way when he starts spreading, obviously it'll probably go a little further. So keep that in mind. All right. So I'm going to turn these off. Go back to my regular texting. Okay, so let's just say, let's put the $100 board all the way over here. And you'll see in a minute why I'm doing that because, like, what did I do? 18, the whole board? Make that 12. Let me see what I'm gonna need the room. Boom. All right, so that's the $100 board. So these two right here brought you to the $100 board. And this 50 right, this oh, my lines moved. Yeah, let's see. No, that's not letting me move it back over. All right, let me get my eraser real quick. Let's see. Eraser. All right. I'm just going to explain it because it's going to, if the line's going to keep moving, it's not going to make any sense. So we're going to get rid of this. So this 50 goes back to you, right? So that's yours. This one and this one upgrades you to the $100 board. So now these two go over here to get you to the $100 board. This 50 right here brings you right here. More so, if you really look at it, it'd be more so like over here. It'll bring you here. So you'll be under this person right here. So now this person right here, this is you. So that 50 right here, once this 50 cycles you out, you go from here to here and come right back into the $50 board. But the difference is now, once you cycle this board, you'll get all three of these pay lines that you don't need to upgrade anymore, right? All right, so now once you get those 50s, what happens is, I guess I can use it for that. What happens is now, and let's see, give me straight line. Now it splits. All right. So this is the new board. So this is the new head honcho of the board. That's the new head honcho of the board. So now they all have their own boards, right? So remember, this one is gone because now you're there. So you went there. So now, as it grows, you got your 50, 50, 50, right? So this person now is the one that's cycling out. So what happens with this one is the money goes straight back to them. So they get paid $50 right off the bat. These two send them over here under you. So now they're on the $100 board themselves. Right? And then you got 50 because it goes left to right. All right. So this person is doing the same thing. $50 go to them. These two puts them over here. So now they're on the $100 board. Right? And this one right here for both of y'all puts you both down here. So it puts you both, let's just put 50 here because I'm going to need more room to make it make sense because you see I'm going to need about 8 spaces now. So it puts you both here. So both put you right back into the, put this new person, these two people are now back in the 50 board. And remember, this is you. So these people now are starting the 2 and the 2 and the 2. So really, if you want to draw a line for this one, so this one, and these 4, right? So now it's going to look a little funny because it's kind of hard to do this unless you just got a real good way of drawing these things. It's going to kind of look like this. Well, now that they did cycle, it's pretty much going to look something like that's how the board's going to be. So now you got this person on top of these two and this one on the next one. Or maybe I just make a whole bunch of these boards and just make it make sense. But I'm sure this is making sense that you're coming under each other. You're coming under each other, if that makes any sense. And then as that person comes from here, when they get theirs, they'll come here. So then it'll be 1, 2. Then they'll be over here on the $100 board, and then the $100 board, then a $100 board. So they'll be here, then they'll be here, then they'll be here, then they'll be here. And then once this person cycles, they go to the $200 board. They'll go to the $200 board. And that's the way that this thing works. One of it makes more sense if I put it as make it as 150, 100, 100. Let's just try that real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and end this video. Get my eraser, erase all this stuff, anything that can be erased. Cut this off. Here, leave that 50 board there. I'm going to delete all these. Delete this 100. Copy, bring it here. Need a little space. No, actually, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. And just put 100. And then down here, yeah, right here, we'll just do. And then 4. And then, of course, down here we got the 8. All right, so all right, so in the midst of things, we got this. Could it bring it right there? All right, to get that a little bit more room. So in the midst of things, you got the $50 board. Now let's just play. We can play with the annotations now. All right. So of course you start here, right? And then you got your first person, second person, and then it's your 50 pay line. So once you get this first 50 pay line, the money goes right back to you. These two bring you over to the $100 board. So you're there now, right? This one right here brings you right back here under this one, and it splits now because these guy right here is gone because he cycled out, and now it's this person's turn. And then you go over here to help them come out their board. And once they come out their board, well, obviously it's going to be, simultaneously between this one and this one because people go left to right, left to right. They both split. So when you go here, then you got the 4 positions that'll go here, and then you got your 4 positions go here. And then what's going to happen is once these two come out, they're going to do the same thing. You get your first position, going to pay the $50, going to pay them. Second position and third position, that'll be right here. It's going to bring them over here to this spot. And then when this happens over here, their first, second, third, fourth, first position going to go to them. The next 250 is going to pay them to their $100 board, and they'll be here. And then the last one is going to bring them back there to help the next guy. So you're really just going in and out this board. So you'll have times you're going to be cycling this board over and over and over again. And then as it cycle people out, they'll go over to the $100 board. So everybody pushes everybody. When you get to the $100 board, and then, when they do their thing, and then the people start filling up and coming over here, and then they go here, and then they go here. So when this person that's right here gets these first, the first $100 comes to them. The second and third $100 goes to the $200 board. So now they're growing. They're coming to the $200 board. And then this one brings them right back here. So it starts over again. It splits again. Then that splits. And then you got these people helping these people, helping, coming through. And then it's going to split again. And then when that person leaves and that person leaves because they got their 4 and they got their 4, they come from here to here and here to here. That's where the $100 is going to. And this is all your first cycle, because your second cycle is going to be a little different. I just want to show you how you're going to get from here to here. So everybody's doing their job and boom, 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 boom. They're filling up here. People are constantly recycling over here. And then this is filling up over here, comes 100, 100, 100. And then the spots are starting to come, and then they come, boom. Then they come over here, boom. Then they come from over here, boom. Then they come from over here, boom. So they fill this up. So this person right here, the first one, the 200 goes straight to them. And then the second 200 brings them over here to the $400 board. So now they're there, ready to start cycling. So then it splits. And then they get their 4 and they get their 4. And then the people start coming from over here, boom. And then from over here, boom. And then they get theirs and they get theirs. And then it'll come from over here to here. And then from over here to here. And then from over here to there, and from over here to there, and then this person cycles. So when they first get their first 400, they come straight back to them. The second 2 goes to the $800 board. Boom. So then you're an $800 board. You see how it's not really that many people that's helping you get here to here to here to here. So you here, boom, and then they got their people, and then it splits. So then they get their 4, and then these 2 start coming over. Because the first 400 over here goes to them, and then the second 2 brings them to the $800. Same thing with this one. First 400 goes back to them. So you're already making money. You're making money already. But now you're coming over today, you didn't make money because you probably didn't cycle these 2 about 2 times or 3 times or 4. I mean, I don't know how many times. 2, 3, 4 times before you get to here. So by the time you get here, you're cycling these over and over again. So you're making money. So you're coming here, and now this is starting to fill up. And then they're getting their people. And then they're getting their people on their line. And then these people are starting to come up. Boom, 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 boom. And then when this person is ready to cycle, this 800 comes to them. And these 2 800s, guess where they go? They go to they go back to them. That's where the 2400 comes from. It goes back to you. All 3 of these go back to you because there's no more boards. And this last 800, it puts you right there. And this is going to happen over and over and over again as it permits. Cycle 1. This is cycle 1 for everybody, right? So this is cycle 1. So you'll be cycling. You'll cycle each one of these, and this one is going to be the same every time you cycle it because there's no more boards. So you'll make 2,400 by the time you get here. So for the first board, you made 50. Second board, you made 100. I guess you make whatever the board is, that's what you make, 200. And then you made 400. Oh, how did I make that 4 backwards like that? I bet you if I tried that, I couldn't do it again. That'd be a 4. Oh, Lord. Mike. I said Mike. This mouse. All right, 400. And then down here, it's not 800, it's 2,400. So just going through the first time, look how much money you done made. Look how much money you done made. $31.50. Just going through the first time. But it gets gooder and gooder and gooder. $31.50 just going through the first time. So let's get this handy dandy eraser. Let's get rid of all this. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So now we're going to go over the second cycle. So this is the second one. So you already went through one time, remember? So now you're going through the second time. Second. right? So now you're here, right? So you got these two come in your second cycle. So now you're on this spot, and this spot. All go to you. $150. And this brings you right back and starts you all over again here. And then this splits. And then everybody that comes behind you that already cycled the first time, coming back to cycle the second time, their people grow. So what happens to you since you cycled? You go back to the $100 board. So then this person comes from over here. And then this person comes from over here. Boom. And then they coming. Boom. To these spots. Ooh, this line really needs to go right there. Right? So they come from over here to here. Boom. So then you got this person that comes from over there. This $100 goes to you and these two from the first time. Remember, they want to upgrade you. There's no more upgrading. You're already in the board. They go to you. So you make $300. And then this one does what? It brings you right back here to go back through the $100 board again, over and over again as people permit. So you made a 150 over here, 300 over here, and boom, people start coming. They start coming from over here, cycling. Oh no, they're already in the $100 board. So once they keep cycling, if you cycling, then the more people that come through, the new people that are starting to come through, and they start coming and pushing this, it brings you over here now to the $200 board. And then when then it splits because you're already out. And then when they get their people, boom, 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 and then all these start, and then it splits again, it splits again, it splits again. And as the people split, they start coming over here. They come here. They come here. Two more come from this side. Two more come from that side. Now, believe me, this is me just doing this matrix as saying everybody came under admin. So it's going to flow this way. But if this person comes in here and they start bringing in, this thing going to shoot like crazy. They start coming in here and start bringing their own people and just start building down here fast. This side is going to move like crazy too. So it's going to be pushing the people that's on top, but then they'll move crazy with their people also. So it's a company forced, but your people still make you move faster. So once they fill up, this 200 right here, that first 200 goes to you. So remember in the last board, the 200 went to upgrade. You don't need to upgrade no more. You're already in there. So it goes back to you. So now you make $600 on your second cycle of the $200 board. So you got 150, 300, $600. Golly. So you mean you got $1,050 just on these three boards on your second time around. And how much did you pay? $65. All this for $65. You're never coming out of pocket again. Right? And all we ask you to do is bring two people. It's not a requirement, but you know, if you wanted to grow faster and you want to move through the matrix without complaining about how slow you may move through the matrix, add to the program. Don't just sit there and be complaining. That's probably why I would probably never even open up the chat, because I don't hear no complaining. We need to be motivated. We need to be growing, doing what we need to do to get this out there, right? So you got 600, you got 600. That's that. So boom, this person leaves, he splits, right? This person, well, you're already over here. You're already over here. But as the new people come, what you're doing is you're pushing. You don't have to worry about bringing new people over here. You're cycling. So as new people come from here and they cycle through in the 200, they're pushing. So they're pushing people over here. So as the new people come, boom, 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 they're pushing. So on the $400 board, so now when it's time for you to get to the pay line, the 400 goes to you. And then the two that you used to upgrade to the $800 board last time, you don't have to upgrade no more because you're already there. It comes back to you. So now you're making $1,200. That's more than what you just made from the first three boards. $1,200. So you mean to tell me now you'd have made $2,250 just on these boards? $2,250. $2,250, and you didn't even cycle this board again yet. you done made. And then remember, you're cycling. You by the time you get back here to cycle, you didn't cycle this one again, and this one probably again, or this one twice, and that one. I mean, you never know until it starts flowing, whichever way. So that'd be like 300 over there. That it could be 600 over here. By the time you come through here, you done made it 12, and you done got 600. I mean, it's crazy how this can grow. And by the time you cycle in here, you already came through here. You're probably on your way coming through here again. So it's really not going to add up like this. This is just showing you what you can get over and over again. So this splits, and this person comes for the second cycle over here. Well, you're already in there. It's just pushing more people to help. When they come, it brings you further up because these people are starting to come under here. Boom. And as you get your person, when you get to this board, of course, 1, 2, 3, like the last board, are all yours. $2,400. $2,400, totaling $4,650. That many times, over and over and over again. And then what this $800 does brings you right back here to start all over again. Hopefully this makes sense. Just trying to explain how these things go so people can know how it works. And everybody pushes everybody. So everybody's helping everybody get pushed through. And I didn't pad this company with like 1,000 positions. If you look at some of these companies that do these cyclers, if you join and your number, you just joined with everybody and your number is already 6,932, you might want to start asking your question like, well, who is 6,931 and above? Because all these start with a number. They all start with number 1. So the first position is number 1. So if you 6,900 and you just started us, they got a whole bunch of positions that's going to push through and you're going to be paying them like crazy. We did not do that. We have people that's in here under 10. Under 10. So the sky's the limit, people. The sky is the limit in here. So you could be amongst the greatest, amongst the top. This is people helping people. Recompense. I can't reward you for your effort and loss if I put 100 positions in front of you. That means you're going to be pushing all 100 positions that I put in there for myself through before you even can get paid. And we're not doing that. And you can see it when you join, you see your number. It's right there for you to see. You can see where you're at. So hopefully this makes a whole lot of sense to you on this $4,650, not to mention that you made the $3,150 coming through the first time. And then you're still cycling these over and over and over again. So it actually turns out to be more than this. It actually turns out to be more than this. By the time you come around and cycle this, you could have made about $5,000. I mean, $10,000. By the time you even come out to 24, because of the amount of times that you can cycle these while you're waiting to cycle this. So you're going to go through this one quite a few times before you even get here. And that's just the way it works and the way it flows. So hopefully this video intrigued you and showed you more on how all this works for the betterment of you. And then when you join, you register, you'll see your number. You'll know like, oh man, I'm only number 50. I'm number 60. Number 6. Because I mean, the longer you wait, the further you're going to be down because people are coming in. And people are going to keep coming in and keep coming in. But it doesn't matter because the more and more people coming in, they're going to keep pushing people through. Because people need people to get through all these boards, all these boards, all these boards, all these boards. And it's going to grow, 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 grow. But don't be that person complaining if you just came in and you sitting and just waiting to get paid. You're going to still cycle, I'm sure of it. But the thing is, you could be helping other people instead of just helping yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is, I really, I want everybody to join if you can and you can't tell people. But if your own ambition is just for you just to be greedy and want everybody to push you through, you got to kind of just, do a self-check of your own heart. This is my first company. This is what I set up. And for people to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I could have made something real crazy and just only for me to get paid and then rug pull. Like everybody else been rug pulling this. But we're not doing none of that stuff. This is for everybody. This will last as long as you allow it to last. How about that? As long as you allow it to last. Got nothing to do with me, because we got it set up. We got the server. You pay the admin fees that keeps the server running. We doing our job. I'm doing my part. You got to do yours. All right. All right, beautiful people. It's your boy Terrence Gibson saying, hopefully you enjoy this. Hopefully you join. Hopefully you bring your people. Tell everybody, your family, $65. Come on now, put a position in for each one of your children. I mean, do something. Do what you want to do. Think and be creative with it. You know what I'm saying? You know somebody that you would like to help, but you can't really help them as much as you want. Get them a $65 position. And then tell them, make sure they set up their MetaMask, and then tell them, you know, once it tells you you got money there, you can withdraw. As soon as you get $50 from the first board, you put in a withdrawal. You put in a withdrawal. We'll send it straight to you. Straight to your BUSD account. Because this is the stable dollar. So you don't have to worry about it going up and down. The only thing goes between the dollar and 0.999 something, which you're not going to miss the cents. All right. All right, beautiful people. Like, subscribe, rock that bell, join this team, join this business. We're pushing this thing to the ends of the earth. God bless.